Pakistan had no choice but to defend itself. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Welcome back to the Straight Pad Podcast. Over the last few weeks, tensions between India and Pakistan have erupted in one of the most tense situations, one of the most dangerous situations in the last few years. On April 22, a deadly attack happened in Indian-administered Kashmir. There was about 26 or so people, one Nepali and the rest of them were Indians, who were considered to be tourists. They were murdered in cold blood. Without any evidence, without any investigation, India immediately blamed Pakistan. Pakistan condemned the violence. Pakistan called for an independent and impartial investigation, something that India ignored. The way India responded next has been quite confusing. They suspended Pakistani diplomats, they cut off visa services, and even withdrew from the Indus Water Treaty, an act that threatens Pakistan's water security and violates decades of bilateral agreements and trust. Then, all of a sudden, on May 7th, they decided to take part in something called Operation Sindoor. They launched missiles deep into Pakistani territory. They launched missiles into Pakistani-administered Kashmir. They said they launched missiles at 9 or so targets. They killed over 30 innocent people, many children, many women. They destroyed a mosque and they destroyed other residential infrastructure as well. This was a direct act of aggression against the Pakistani people. The Pakistani government and the Pakistani military had no choice but to respond to such acts of aggression and such acts of military stupidity. Pakistan had no choice but to defend itself. In a swift and disciplined response, the Pakistani Air Force knocked down several Indian Air Force jets. They were so craftful and so diligent that India has nothing to say about this. So much so that at first they were denying it even happened, and then finally they've released some pictures of downed jets. The message was clear. Pakistan has to defend its sovereignty. Pakistan has to defend its people. And Pakistan has to take actions against a country which, without an investigation, without being fair, just decides who made an attack, who did an attack, and then just fires missiles at whatever targets it deems that it is a militant target. Even President Donald J. Trump weighed in. After witnessing the Indian strikes, he said it's a shame what happened. And he was expressing concern and hoping that this doesn't evolve into a whole war. Pakistan has repeatedly called for peace. They've called for dialogue. They've called for justice. But it takes two sides to make peace happen. And it just seems right now, India is not interested in peace. This is more than a border dispute. It's about sovereignty, it's about dignity, and it's about the right of Pakistanis and Kashmiris to exist. The Kashmiris who live in Jammu have been oppressed for decades upon end, having their water, having their internet cut off, being arrested without cause. So these people and the Pakistani people deserve to have justice, dignity, and for India to treat them respectfully. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq, may He give us a better understanding, and may He forgive us for our sins of omission and commission. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.